Hi, my name is Ben, and today I'm going to teach you how to install your battery onto your charging table. When you get into your package, we're going to take the battery out of its casing. This is the top, and you remove the battery like so, and the piece of tape that we put over the on-off switch. You're going to set that aside. You're going to need a pair of cutters, a 1/2-inch socket wrench, a Phillips head screwdriver, and a blade. The things that we've provided for you are a bolt, a nut, and a washer to hold onto the case, 4 screws that put the case together, 4 zip ties, and 3 strips of double-sided sticky tape, as well as the charging cable for the battery, which will also get installed later on. Let's get started. So your first step is to take your double-sided sticky tape and place it right on this beam next to the power cord. You want to place it about halfway between the two and then strip off the red cover. You repeat the process twice with your second piece of tape. That way the casing will sit flush on top. You now take the nut and screw it on to the back of the bolt. Then take your ratchet, tighten it to the nut. Next step, you're going to rotate the table so that it's face down. You're going to take your battery. Always remember, power plug goes next to the power cord. I'm going to insert the battery like so, face down, and then reach for this plug, pull the plug, and it should fit perfectly. Then you grab the top, put the top over the battery, and make sure it fits on like so. After the top of the case is on, you'll take your small screw and screw in one at a time. Easiest way to do it is to alternate one side, then the other side, and then you switch down to the bottom. And then move to the other side and do the same. After all 4 screws are in the battery case, turn the battery face back upwards. Now for your next step, you're going to take your last strip of double-sided tape and put it onto the charger. Alright, now you're going to take the battery charger and the plug. Make sure they're plugged in before. Once the double-sided tape is on the battery charger, you're going to insert it and stick it to this beam right here. Once it's stuck down, make sure this cord can hang free and this cord can be wrapped up to reach here. Next, we're going to wrap the power cord. You'll take the power cord with your zip ties, place one like so. Make sure it's tight. We'll come back and cut all the ends later. Then you take your next zip tie, put it around here like so. Make sure it's pulled tight. Then you're going to want to wrap the cord inside the center and make sure that it can reach and plug in. You're going to take your next zip tie and hold the power cord for the charger and the power cord for the table, and throw a zip tie around both at the same time. Keep them in place. After you zip tied the power cord, make sure that this plug for the charger can be reached from outside the table, and for the time being, when the table is in use, just hang it inside the table. Next, you're going to use your last zip tie to hold it to the battery and zip it to the table. Make sure the cables are taut so no one can pull on them. After all your zip ties have been attached, you're going to take your cutters, cut the ends off to make them look neat. And then we're going to power on our table. So, switch the power on, wait for these to show you the standby mode. It should tell you that the battery is about half charged, which is how we shipped it. And then you're going to press this silver button. It'll light up green, and your lights should come on the table. That is how you install the battery on your charging table.